For some reason, my boyfriend gets a real kick out of putting me through hell every now and then with From Software games. So when he told me Salt and Sanctuary was a Souls-like that we could play cooperatively, I thought maybe things might be different. Salt and Sanctuary Date Night is kind of a hybrid between the Metroidvania and Souls-like genres, with some salt. Add in the fact that he likes to rush through the game like the wannabe speedrunner he is, and we're in for one seriously salty date night. If I've learned anything from getting pitched all these games by my boyfriend, it's that everything is always the Dark Souls of something. Salt and Sanctuary is the Dark Souls of 2D side-scrollers, which is great. The last thing I needed in my Souls-like games was more jumping. Despite things being two-dimensional, the great oppressing atmosphere checks out. Even though things seem serious, this game gets really goofy when you add a companion to the mix. So am I paying for this?
Nah, you get the girlfriend discount.
I took the class decisions at the beginning of the game very seriously, like I always do, but they don't seem to be that game-changing. I say that because my boyfriend picked Chef and just threw potatoes at guys. Following Dark Souls logic, I set my heart on finding the biggest, heaviest weapon I could two-hand, and boy was I not disappointed. Woo!
I didn't realize how bright your hammer was.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Gross incandescence.
Oh.
Salt and Sanctuary has a tree of skill node system that it uses for leveling up. My boyfriend had about as much luck trying to explain it to me as he did with the sphere grid in Final Fantasy X. So without some major handholding, I wasn't in any rush to spend my black pearls. Once I figured things out, I pretty much would just beeline it straight for the potion upgrades because face tanking hits was kind of my go-to strategy.
No, please wait!
Salt and Sanctuary likes to leave a bunch of traps everywhere for you. It's pretty tough to spot them if you aren't taking your time due to the game's desaturated color palette. But once you know they're there, they shouldn't get you again, right? Well, no. In our case, you'll fall for them not once, not twice, but 3 times at least.
Let's just grab it when we go back to the... Ow.
Pausing in this game is my favorite thing, and that might sound weird, but let me explain. Pausing is one of the most OP strategies we have at our disposal in co-op. When you pause the game and your partner doesn't, it will teleport you to their body when you unpause. Do you see where I'm going with this? Basically, we figured out that I could hide in the pause menu whenever we get into a dicey situation, and then unpause safely on the other side. Difficult platforming section? Pause. A dangerous enemy? Pause. Long ladder I don't feel like climbing? Pause, pause, pause. What started as a funny way for me to spend 10 minutes in the tree of skill while my impatient boyfriend went up ahead quickly developed into me hitting pause every time we found the smallest obstacle on our path. You laugh, but fall damage is a real bitch in this game.
And nope.
So that answers that question.
Party has fallen. Literally.
Platforming is one thing, but because Salt and Sanctuary likes to dabble in Metroidvania territory, floors are breaking, things go upside down, we jump on walls, and air dash too. This is like my worst nightmare. Across our multiple playthroughs of the game, I'm confident that the majority of my deaths can be attributed to fall damage in one way or another. I think a quarter of those deaths might just be from us trying to enter the Tree of Men fight at the same time.
Oh, nice. Tarn, what the hell just happened?
I thought I was you. Part of that is just me being weak with platformers in general, but another part is that in co-op, the camera has a mind of its own. I can't tell you how many times I'll randomly stop and end up sending my boyfriend hurtling towards his death because I cut his jump short. To be fair, this wouldn't have happened if he just hit pause.
But one of us should jump and then we can check.
Okay.
You were...
Oh, I'm
no.
sorry!
I was gonna pause.
Salt and Sanctuary has a corpse run mechanic like Souls, where you have to find the enemy who did you in and claim your salt back. This is a really unfortunate mechanic for my boyfriend because the average situation is I die and lose my salt. He kills whatever killed me to get it back. The sad thing is he'll usually die out there alone, and then when we respawn at the Sanctuary, I have all my salt to spend and he has jack shit. This results in me becoming wildly overleveled, and he never ceases to remind me that it's thanks to him.
Yay! Wish I could do that.
There's always a little desalination that has to take place after a Salt and Sanctuary kind of night. Luckily, it's nothing a little bit of killing the non-believers can't fix. I don't really consider desecrating an altar romantic, but apparently it gets my boyfriend excited.
Ow. Good hit.
Ah.